Good Tuesday morning, October 26th. Hard to believe it. This month is almost gone. Time just seems to be flying. What's not flying, though, is our study through the Psalm 23. We've made it through the first two verses and half of verse 3, and today we're going to finish up with verse 3. And that reads, "He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake." Have you ever gone the wrong direction? GPS nowadays is so easy. Just plug in where you want to go, put it up, and it gives you a stop by stop and turn directions to the place you want to go. And if you really trust your GPS, it may actually get you there. I don't know about you, but I have had GPS take me off into the wrong direction because it didn't quite understand where I wanted to go. And I also know my road home. And sometimes I can still make wrong choices in the direction I want to go. So I have two choices when I head home. I can go straight down 290 all the way through Manor and then turn onto the road that leads me out to my road. Or I can take the flyover, go up 45 or 130, and then take another route through the country that'll take me out to my road. Both of which, depending on the time of day, can have lots of traffic. One sometimes less than others. If I go straight down 290, I don't have any choice. I go straight down and I hit all the traffic that is there no matter what time of day it is. If I take the 130 flyover and take some of the back roads, it gives me a few other choices on how I can get home. And one of them, depending on the time of day, will be backed up probably a quarter mile waiting for people to turn left against traffic, which could take a while. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, I decided that because I left here later, didn't get out to that particular road until about 4:30, almost 5 o'clock, said I'm going to go the different route, which I know less people take. Well, when I got there, the line was just as long as it would have been on the other road. And then to my dismay, there was an accident at the intersection which completely shut down the intersection, which actually was even going to shut down the road that I needed to turn on. So I turned around and chose to go another direction. And by the time I got home, it was an hour after I should have been. See, we take wrong paths all the time. And it's not just roads that we travel on. It's journeys in life. For a long time, I chose a path that did not lead me to a stronger relationship with God. In fact, it led me the opposite direction. And my life was full of turmoil, difficulties, and pain. But I knew all along that God had a different path for me to go down. But I chose not to. God, who is a loving and a merciful Father, doesn't just let us choose it and then wait idly by. He follows us. He gives us the opportunity to go and then is there with us to bring us back when it is that time. I kind of like looking at this verse also when we look at John 15, the parable of the lost sheep. Jesus tells a story about the shepherd is out with 100 head of sheep, and he's bringing them in for the night, and one sheep is missing. That sheep had gone off his own path, and for certain it was going to lead to danger and possibly even death. So what did the shepherd do? The shepherd leaves the 99 secured in the pen, knowing that they're going to be safe, and goes out and looks for the one lost sheep. And then when he finds it, he picks it up and he brings it back. And God is like that with us. He guides us. He gives us all kinds of, not hints, but pieces of information to hopefully send us off in the right direction if we are willing to follow. I've done a lot of counseling with kids, and the biggest question is, I don't know what my future holds. I don't know what I should do after I get out of school. I'm like, the best thing you can do? Pray. Ask God what His direction for your life is. You know, maybe you want to go and be an electrical engineer, and that may be what you're good at, but maybe God's got something a little better for you that might be more pleasant and enjoyable for your life. He wants us to go the path that He's laid out for us. The shepherd, part of his job is preparing a path for the sheep to go from the pen to the pasture and down to the water. He doesn't just arbitrarily walk around and hope he gets there. He knows where he's going. He's prepared the way, and Jesus has prepared the way for us. He's laid out our path. All we have to do is follow it. Follow the shepherd. So may your path today be straight and be true, the path that God has laid out for you. Have a very blessed day and a good rest of your week.